Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer back in April of 2019, just this year over at Star Wars Celebration, a lot of fans have been very excited and eager to see the next footage of this movie by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. So what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to offer a lot of twists and turns as well as revelations in this movie, and that the upcoming trailer 2 of Episode 9 that is all set and ready to release at D23 on August 24th is going to give us new glimpses of characters like Rey, Kylo, Luke, and more. Now these past couple of weeks or so we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer 2 of this movie, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of both Rey and Kylo Ren in a dramatic standoff with both of their lightsabers ignited, where it's described that a voiceover of Luke Skywalker begins to talk about the dark and the light, where it progresses to a shot in which Rey and Kylo Ren are sprinting toward each other, where they eventually are jumping in mid-air and clash their sabers while being around 7 feet in the mid-air, where the sequence is said to slow down and the scene is said to be very like something from The Matrix. The next goes over a shot in which Kylo Ren is leading his Knights of Ren through a series of ancient statues, where the Knights of Ren appear to be holding some type of lanterns. It's that at this point, voiceover dialogue of Palpatine begins to play over the shot talking about the origins of the dark side and its power. Another describes a sequence in which a rear shot of Luke Skywalker is seen standing on the edge of a cliff and looking out to the ocean with a distant lightning/thunderstorm over the water. The scenery is said to be very like Octu and most likely in the form of a flashback. Lastly, a description of a glimpse of Rey finishing the design of her lightsaber hilt in a strange tower, where it's explained that a new blue kyber crystal can be seen before Rey snaps the two halves together into one and twists it, where it cuts to black, making the iconic ignition sound. So let's go over a couple of parts about this, because we do know that Episode 9 is going to be a movie that's going to have all of these different types of surprising moments in the film. I want to go over one of the sequences that really mind-boggled me, and that is the moment in which we have both Rey and Kylo Ren using their sabers in mid-air and clashing them against each other, where it's said to be in the form of slow motion and is said to be very similar to a shot that you would expect to see in the Matrix movies. Now, I'm not quite sure how I really feel about that. You know, if you look at the Matrix films, I don't know if you guys watched them back in 1998 or 99, whatever it was when the first one dropped. We had a sequence in which we did have those characters, you know, fighting in mid-air with their weapons, and now we're getting a similar thing in the Rise of Skywalker trailer 2, where Kylo and Rey are running at normal speed, and then out of nowhere, once they jump in mid-air, everything slows down, and as they clash their sabers, is when, of course, the Luke Skywalker dialogue begins to pretty much, you know, keep on progressing, talking about the dark and the light, giving the audience an idea of the tone of this movie and exactly where things are going for Episode 9. So I would love to hear your opinion on the whole entire slow motion aspect of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I know we got a little glimpse of that in The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson, and a lot of people were somewhat critical about that. You know, I think that it doesn't necessarily work in certain moments. We'll have to wait and see exactly how JJ is going to do it. But anyways, moving on, the one thing that really does stand out to me a lot is where Rey is said to be inside of a strange tower, where she is tinkering with her new lightsaber design that once belonged to Luke and Anakin, where it's said that a new blue kyber crystal is said to be seen in the middle of the saber hilt while it's opened, where Rey eventually closes it into one piece and twists it as it goes to black, and we hear the iconic ignition sound. So it really does make one wonder, where did Rey get this new blue kyber crystal? Did she travel to perhaps some world in the Outer Rim, or could she very well have gone to another place in the galaxy that holds a crystal cave, a kyber crystal cave, if you will? We do know that there's going to be a crystal cave in The Rise of Skywalker, but not necessarily a kyber crystal cave. So that's one thing to keep in mind here. So overall, guys, I will say I like the new design of the saber that we saw in the first teaser trailer a couple of months ago. It almost looks like it's smaller in order to compensate for cutting it down and getting rid of the shrapnel, you know, getting rid of the pretty much, the tear metal that was all blown to bits, between Rey and Kylo Ren in Snoke's throne room. So I can understand why it would be a little bit shorter than how it was in the two last movies. I think that Rey really had to make some big design changes to this lightsaber in order to truly make it work. And the last one that I really want to touch on is that we, yes, do get to hear the voiceover work of Luke Skywalker and Palpatine in this movie. Palpatine's voice tunes in while Kylo and, of course, the Knights of Ren are traveling through a series of ancient statues. Most likely, this is, of course, the Shrines of the Sith location within the basement of the Dark Spire. Well, I cannot wait to see exactly what that's going to look like and what Palpatine's going to sound like in the upcoming trailer. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.